The following video is an introduction to Ayn Rand's Objectivism. It is based on 5 major categories, foundations of a philosophical system, and I'll go through those, and these points related to this is what makes it a strong philosophical system. The first category is the metaphysics, which is the study of existence itself. And she goes back to Aristotle, who believed that A equals A. And basically what that means is that the world is not an illusion. She bases all of her knowledge on a realism. Reality is completely understandable before us, and there is no metaphysical, transcendent reality underneath all this that we need to understand, such as a lot of the idealists and Kant had a system that expressed how man could never understand existence and its true nature. She rejected all of that and again believed that A equals A, reality and existence is all right before us for man to understand. The epistemology, which is the theory of knowledge, she believed in reason, man's reason, man's mind, which was his greatest faculty, to understand the world through an objective reason. The world exists regardless of whether man exists, whether minds exist. The world exists, and there is an objective truth to the universe, and through man's reason we can obtain knowledge. And again, there is no illusion, there is no knowledge beyond man's reason. We can understand existence, reality, and the universe in its entirety through the mind. These two lead to the next, the ethics, which is the foundation of her philosophy. And to summarize it, she believed in self-interest. It is the preservation of life, the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. And this was the foundation, and everything pointed back to this, that if everybody pursues their self-interest, that would be the greatest society and achievement of man. Anything that threatened life, liberty, private property, anything coerced altruism, any of that limiting freedom, all of that would be considered evil. She believed in the ego and the self, which is contrary to a lot of the religions and Eastern religion, which believe that you need to lose yourself and turn yourself over to higher powers, God, and transcendent realities, such as in Eastern religions, Zen Buddhism, Hinduism. She completely rejected all of that and believed in the ego and the self, and man's greatest pursuit is his pursuit of happiness, and that would be achieved through productive achievement in the real world here on earth. She did not believe in God. She had no concerns or pursuits as far as where the universe came from or why. Everything was a realistic, here on earth belief to use all of the faculties of reason. Man's mind was his greatest asset, and how to achieve the greatest heights that man can achieve here on earth. As a matter of fact, on her not believing in God, she did not believe in faith, anything that couldn't be proven. I think she would even believe that that was just a form of insanity, and it just had no use, no value at all to true achievement of the highest goals that man can achieve. Next would be the politics. She believed in laissez-faire capitalism. She did not believe in socialism or coerced altruism. She believed strongly in human rights, and those being the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. She did not believe that the government should be able to restrict man in these pursuits and these rights in any way. The only three levels of government that she would believe in and did believe in is that there would be a police department for local control, the military for national protection of the citizens, and also the court system, legal system, so that disputes could be resolved in a civilized manner. She believed that socialism was evil, that it controlled and took freedoms away from people, took private property away from people, and these were forms of evil, and that human beings have no moral obligation to help others. Again, this goes back to the ego. Socialism and coerced altruism have to do with losing the self, living for others, and she did not believe in that at all. She believed in love if it is earned through the currency of virtue, that somebody should be loved if they have the virtue and have earned your love, but to love anybody indiscriminately would not be of any concern to her at all. Aesthetics, she believed in art, and hers was a romantic realism, that art should depict the real world. Her novels would depict, for example, a hero winning in the struggle against evil and the struggles in life, so that art would depict this beauty of the world, of man achieving its highest greatness, and that this is depicting the real world. This is very contrary to some art that would be some inspiration from God and transcendent art. That was of no interest to her at all. Her belief was that art would glorify the beauty and the goodness of the world. So this is a summary of all of the objectivism, her strong philosophical system that she believes is of the new intellectual, and this is what we need to move forward to as individuals and as a country to achieve our greatest heights. She believes in an absolute moral truth to the universe based on realism, the mind, and reason, that these are self-evident truths to live by. We don't need to ask God or some transcendent authority or government or any outside influence. All of these are self-evident truths that will lead to the highest attainment, man's ultimate happiness and greatest achievement here on earth.